Hello everyone, and welcome to another day of streaming the Alchemy League Season 5. For today we have at least 2 sets. As you can see up here I have 3 prepared, but let's start with 2 and let's see where that takes us. Especially let's see how long these sets are, just to get an idea of how long I'll be able to keep my energy and be able to stream. So the first set is going to be between Sabalero and harooooo. As you can see, the map for game 1 is going to be Siziki, meaning that this set was played during round 1 of sprint 1. Currently the league has just entered the first round of its second sprint. Now, as the second map, as you can see, Jupiter was picked by the randomizer. Again, once the players have finished banning 3 maps each, there are 2 left, and the randomizer just chooses between those 2. In this case, it was Jupiter. As for civs, 5 random bans. We had Incas, Burgundians, Bengalis, Berbers, and Bulgarians. Funnily enough, aside from Incas, all civs started with B. Now imagine if Britons was here instead of Incas. And then Sabalero banned Spanish and Cumans and sniped Hindustanis, whereas harooooo, he banned Georgians and Koreans and sniped Mongols. As for their picks, Sabalero was left with Lithuanians, Romans, and Portuguese, whereas harooooo was left with Mayans, Burmese, and Huns. Now, this is an interesting draft from harooooo. Personally, I would think that Sabalero's draft is stronger, right? I mean, you have powerhouses like Lithuanians, Romans, and Portuguese. And harooooo is left with Mayans, Burmese, and Huns. I mean, Mayans and Huns are still considered 2 of the strongest civs in the game, especially when it comes to open maps. But, I mean, Mayans, maybe they have fallen a bit off in the current meta. But I don't think, aside from Huns, I don't think Mayans and Burmese would be that great on the tournament maps. I could see Burmese on certain maps, but definitely not these 2. And actually Burmese, I just realized, they are a civ which gives you vision on the relics on the map at the start. And quick reminder that the Alchemy League is played on standard victory conditions, so we could see a relic victory, and Burmese just get a head start on that, so that could be interesting. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump into the games, shall we? Okay. Let me jump into the game myself, because I'm just showing it at the moment. Okay, here we are. So, the map is Siziki. So, as usual, we have 4 different biomes which generate in the map. They are completely random, but you have on both sides of the map water, so players could just fish over here. And as we've seen in most sets, players just do that, right? Like you would do on standard Nomad. Because, again, this is a Nomad style map. It's a mixture of Nomad and Mega Random. So the 4 sections are random, but then you have a Nomad start always. As we see, harooooo has built his dock here, and the players were just commenting that they built their TCs very close. Now, this is not a restart, right? Because the TCs cannot range each other. And luckily for both players, they cannot range each other's woodlines, or in Sabalero's case, his gold. So this is fine. It is going to be an aggressive game, of course, but it's a perfectly fine start. Now, let's take a look at the 4 sections. We'll keep this one for last, because there isn't much to miss at this point of the game. They just started. So we have this one in the south, with some golds, a couple of golds, some stone, and mostly trees. And interestingly enough, 3 boars, I think I see. Yeah, 3 boars. So this would have been a great starting position, but another player started from here. We have this middle section with mostly stone and gold. Mostly stone. There is a lot of stone here. And considering players chose Portuguese and Burmese, and as such they might be wanting to go into their unique units, this could be an interesting area. Now we have this one, which is mostly grass. There is some stone, just not as much as this other area. But there is technically more gold. So we'll see. And then here in the north, we have a desert area with some ostriches, some rhinos, scarce woodlines, and some stone. And a couple of golds. Hello Tech, how are you? Yes, this is a very chaotic generation, and one thing I'm noticing straight away is that players will not have that much wood as the game goes on, right? Because as we've seen, most of the wood is concentrated in the south of the map, right here. But neither player see it here, and I mean, Sabalero doesn't even know about that wood. He could imagine, right? He sees something, but as far as he knows, it might be a woodline as big as this one. Haro, on the other hand, he knows about this. So he might be thinking, maybe let's send later on some bills to migrate over here and build a lumber camp, or even a TC if we can make it to Castle Age. Now, one thing I quickly noticed is that both players started with a horse and a Bacterian camel. So, yes, nomad start, but they both have scouts. Oh, there's also a Photonman from Haro. Does Sabalero have that? Yeah, okay, he does. It just wasn't showing over here. So, both players have TCs in this area, right? And both players have docked this side of the map. So this, I don't think this is going to be a long game. I think it's going to be a quick one. So how many relics do we have on the map? I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 relics. Haro, of course, sees them, being Burmese, but... Okay, so let's quickly talk about civs. What's interesting is that both civs, they like to go into their unique unit. They both have potential for good monk play, right? Portuguese monks, they're cheaper due to their bonus, whereas Burmese, they get cheaper tax at the monastery. And they also see the relics, but I mean that helps with monks, but not necessarily with monk pressure, if you will. So as soon as you get to castle, I would say the Burmese bonus is slightly strong. It's definitely stronger, right? Because you're saving, I mean, just for sanctity, you're saving 60 gold. And for Portuguese to save 60 gold, you save that with 3 monks. And then if you look at even stronger attacks, like, I don't know, redemption, atonement, and whatnot, the Burmese bonus just becomes better and better. The Portuguese, I think they would have to make something like 100 monks to get on equal footing with the savings the Burmese had. Because it's not like they save 50% on some text. They save 50% on all text. And Burmese, they get all text aside from heresy. Because they're a elephant civ, so they do not get heresy. The only elephant civ getting heresy is Malay. I do not remember if Dravidians get heresy. But I mean, even if they did, it's Dravidian elephants. They do not get the elite upgrade. They do not get bloodlines nor husbandry. I think they're missing the second and the third armor upgrade. So yeah, we do not consider Dravidians an elephant civ. So both players have access to gold, but it looks like Haro is thinking about stone and Sabalero. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting because this is a Photon Man, but it is the Nomad version. So they have a lot of HP, but I think they move slightly slower. And no, actually, I think they move faster. I don't remember, but they have more speed, but they cannot attack. And their line of sight is way smaller than a normal Photon Man. Or at least the Photon Mans that we usually have in this tournament. So because of that, Sabalero is not going to know about the stone, but he's up to castle. Right? He had an amazing number of water buffaloes underneath his TC, only 2 left, so that's probably what brought him to castle. He's going to stone now, which is actually what you want to do when you're going for a fast castle into unique unit, right? You go to stone as you're going up to castle age, generally speaking. Haro, he has not clicked to castle. I think he's going to sell the stone to get the gold to go up. Yep. He sold stone and food. He knows about this gold. He's just ignoring it. And I mean, Sabalero is going to be in castle 1 minute earlier. He's going to be able to drop a castle here on Haro's face. That way he will secure this woodlands, right? He drops a castle here, then walls like this, and maybe like this. The Organ Guns will stay out. And then, and I mean, I say Organ Guns if Haro can actually get to those, right? But if he can, we might see Arambai against Organ Guns. And I don't know which one wins, because I mean, in smaller numbers, Organ Guns should be winning. But the moment you start having a big mass of Arambai, then you're looking at a unit which basically does AoE damage with the darts, right? So they might be able to take the fight against Organ Guns. It's not going to be pretty, but they should be able to take the fight and maybe even win it. Now, is that going to be Is that going to be resource effective? I doubt it, but still. Oh, actually, sorry. I confused the two civs. No. Haro is the one in Castle Age with the castle, so it's going to be the Portuguese with the Organ Guns. So Sabalero is going to be with the Organ Guns. Yeah, and these Organ Guns, they might be able to deny everything. Haro is dropping 2 monasteries. He's going to be able to afford redemption, as I mentioned, because it costs nothing for Burmese. But he's got no gold access, so he's going to have to sell stone, which is not something you want to see when you were trying to go for your own castle. And he's going into triple monastery, monks. I mean, if you can convert these 2 Organ Guns before Sabalero gets to a big mass of them, it can work. But let's say you start having like 6 Organgans, at that point monks become pretty much useless, right? Yeah, and Sabalero can just delete the Organgans and... Wait, isn't that monk converting? Why didn't... Huh. Now, Organgans, they do have minimum range, but yeah. You cannot fight those with the villagers. Now, funnily enough, if these were Hussite wagons, then the villagers would get bonus damage against them. Because... Yeah, see? They have 6 bonus damage against Hussite wagons. So technically, you could fight those. But the Organgans... No, you cannot. As you can see, they do not have that armor class. But Haro has been able to convert an Organgan. I mean, it went down. He might be able to convert another couple. Ooh, yes. Oh, just one? Okay. Did Sabalero get the devotion tag? He did not, so Haro is just being unlucky with the monks. And Haro calls the GG. I mean, yeah. It's pretty much over, despite the fact that he has a nick advantage. I mean, Sabalero, he just went all in. All in Organgans, right? He was not adding villagers. As you can see, 5 minutes of idle TC. 52 seconds for Haro. And both players, they made water, but they didn't make navy. They were just getting fish. Also, I think they forgot to play this with the antiquity mod, because I see no oysters out here. But I mean, even if there were, it wouldn't change the outcome of the game, right? So, actually, let me check real quick if they were playing with that or not. You can see that from in-game. Yeah, they didn't have the antiquity mod on. Okay. So, let's get into the second game, which is going to be... I mean, I would have looked at the statistics, but honestly, it was over so fast. And they both went for fast castle that statistics were not really that important. But anyway, game 2 on Jupiter, we have a Healy generation. So players will have a hard time dropping extra TCs. I could see Sabalero maybe dropping a TC here to get some gold and some wood. And as for Haro, I mean, a TC here protecting the stone and the gold would be nice. But yeah, he's not going to be able to... I mean, he's going to be able to drop TCs on the wood, right? If he wants to. Maybe one here. But then you only get wood, not a second resource. Unlike Sabalero. Now. Oh, and this is not hybrid terrain, so ships can go on this, but not land units. Alright, let's talk civilizations. We have Lithuanians from Sabalero. And we have Huns from Haro. I like both civs, I have to say. This map, getting up to feudal, is quite difficult because of the scarce amount of food there is on the map. And Lithuanians, they start with extra 100 food, so that helps with the uptime. Huns, they do not need houses, so you save on wood. That helps your eco. You can maybe put more villagers on food instead of wood. So yeah, in the long run, that should be helpful. Not to mention that we've seen people go for fish sometimes on this map. You make a dock, maybe to get some shore fish with your ship. I mean, Haro, he could maybe justify making a dock here or here. And Sabalero, oh, actually Sabalero should be making a dock here. right? Because then you have this dip fish and these two shore fish close to your dock. So that would be a decent position. I know it seems like a waste, but it's 6,000 food. And on a map where you have just one boar and deers are quite far away to push, yeah, I think that 600 extra food is going to be nice. It's going to be nice to have. You also have less berry bushes than usual, because normally you have, I think, 7 of them on a standard map, whereas here you have 4. So yeah, it's a cutthroat map, and despite that, we've seen people go fast castle and actually have a success on it. So this is going to be interesting, but I doubt either. Actually, yeah, I forgot about giving Sabalero the point. I doubt either civilization is going to be going fast castle, because I do not see what they get out of it. I mean, arguably Hans could go fast castle CA. Because usually what we see nowadays on open maps when people go fast castle is they go fast castle into unique units. Ideally, unique units which cost wood and gold, because that's easier on your eco. And I mean, CA they cost wood and gold, but you need fletching and botkin arrows, so that's some food investment. So I doubt it. And judged by the uptime by harooooo, yeah, yes, tech. I think this is going to be a feudal war. I don't know where harooooo was going. I think he either misclicked or he was going for a very forward wall. I don't know. He took some damage on the vill. Now this vill is going somewhere. He's going on an adventure. But yeah, I think it's going to be a forward wall. Ooh, either that, or he wants a forward production building. And that's clever, because we've seen feudal pressure fail on this map due to the fact that it's easy to wall these wood lines. But if you go for a forward stable, or even a, well, or archer range, I think it's going to be an archer range due to the villagers on gold. This is going to be a sneaky archer range. Yes, yes it is. Do we have a barrack storm? We do. Yeah, this is genius. You drop, yeah. You drop the archer range forward, and then. So, generally speaking, the weakness of going for forward military buildings is that then you're open at home, right? But on this map, I mean, he's not doing it. But on this map, you could go forward building, and then you wall. Wait, did Sabalero? Oh, please tell me he missed that. Oh no, he saw it. He saw it. He's just ignoring it. And I think these veils are going forward to drop a tower on the wood line. harooooo was trying to build an outpost, but gets poked by the spear. He's going to build a tower because he knows something is coming. But this tower, I mean, it's going to protect him from the archers, sure. But Sabalero, if he drops a tower, let's say here or here, yeah, this is a good tower. Denies the wood line, denies some of the gold, denies the gold, and it's out of range. harooooo is going to be seeing this. Has harooooo found any? No, he hasn't found any damage yet with his archers. He's going to. Sorry, he's going to deny the tower. Nice, that's very good for harooooo. And this is the kind of game that Tech one in on this map. Full on feudal aggression. Good micro from Sabalero. Yeah, Sabalero was trying to wall it in, I think. So Haro, he sent the Veils from the woodline, but he also had the Veil who went forward coming back. So I think Sabalero tried walling this side because he saw the Veils, and then the one who was forward came from the back and kind of blocked the walls. And so Haro managed to get in with the villagers. We might go back and watch the moment, but I think that's what happened. Now you can tell how intensive this game has been, because as you just saw, Harrod, he went close to the archers with the skirmisher, right? But that's something you might want to do with archers against skirmishers, right? Because skirmishers have minimum range. So I think he got a little bit confused there, and now he's going to run away. No fletching from either player. Military advantage for Sabalero, although 2 of that army is spears. Still, 6 archers and 1 skirmisher against 2 archers and 1 skirmisher. And Haro, he just said, okay, screw gold, I'm going on farms and I'm just going to go full skirmishers from here. And now he's going to need fletching, right? You want fletching to keep these archers away. They're going to have fletching of their own, so they're going to be even more annoying. Okay, Haro switching to the other woodline. I would like to see him wall this, right? So that the archers cannot come from this side to annoy you as well. Because this tower is not going to be able to protect these woodlines if the archers just sit here. They're also going to be shooting from uphill, so... Blacksmith coming up for Haro. It might get denied, actually. If Sabalero sees that, I think you try denying it, right? Yeah. It's 89, it's going to be up. You can force it up, you will lose a couple of veils maybe, but you can force it up if you want to. Yeah, there we go. No veils lost. It's going to be another archery range from Haro. He stopped producing from this one. And overall, I know Haro is the one experiencing more pressure, but I mean, compare this eco to this eco, right? Sabalero is the one putting the pressure on his opponent, and that shows. Okay, Haro is going for a manning camp here. I think he wants to play into tower defense, or Radushik style, but yeah, Sabalero is being very good with his archers, just being annoying everywhere. Oh, but you need to watch out. Ooh. Nice. That's good for Haro. And some other archers died here on the tower. Was he dropping farms at home? I think he was. Flashing coming in for Haro. Yeah. 2 of those archers were very weak, so 1 goes down. Yeah, and Haro has stabilized, and he's 5 veils ahead. He killed 3 veils, Sabalero only 1. Great hold from Haro. Yeah, I agree. Haro would be dead without this tower. And honestly, he would be dead if Sabalero's tower went up, right? The fact that he got this one up and he denied one from Sabalero is what kept him alive. And Sabalero is trying to market abuse his way to Castle Age. Because he realizes in this position there isn't much more damage he can do. Now that there are skirmishers and his opponent is on stone, so I think we might be seeing some towers go up in the next couple of minutes. So Sabalero is thinking about the Castle Age power spike to overwhelm his opponent. And Haro, he's sinking more and more resources into skirmishers, so sure, his eco is nice. He's way better than his opponent. 22 farms against 12. So almost double the numbers, but Sabalero, he's up to castle. Haro, he's very far away from it. And I don't know what Haro he's getting the stone for, right? I mean, I thought it was for some protected towers, but I see no towers around his base, so he might even be thinking a defensive castle. Defensive castle. Do you want to go into... I mean, it's going to be night from Lithuanians. Haro, he saw the stable, right? Yeah, he did. So I think the moment he sees Sabalero is up to castle, we're going to be seeing some stone walls. Some stone walls from Haro, because that's realistically the only thing he can do. Hello Maxi, welcome to the stream. Yes, revenge is definitely a dish. Okay, Castle Age from Sabalero. Getting crossbow for 7 archers. Not a fan of. Especially when you have so little eco and you're trying to go into knights. Haro, he's going to be able to get to castle. He's going to be able to build a defensive castle, but what's the plan from there? Walling this up, that's nice. Skirmishers would die, that's unfortunate, but that's how life is. No, 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 you need to wall this. Ooh. Sabalero could have run into this and just kill some villagers on the woodline on the gold. There we go, defensive tower. Nice. That will keep the skirmishers at bay. Sorry, the crossbows at bay. Okay, Castle Age from Haro. He's going to go into monks and CA. That makes sense. You get the monks to make up for the faster uptime from Sabalero, who is already a knight. Let's say you convert a couple of knights, then you can just take the fights with the cavalry archers. And I know he doesn't have the wood right now, but I would like to see a TC on this gold, right? You put a TC here, and suddenly you're protecting some farms, and you get this gold access. And then you put maybe one here. I know it seems kind of a waste to drop TCs on resources this isolated, but it helps protecting your farming eco. Knights went down. There are 3 on the field, but we have One monk already in the field from Haro, one more on the way. Second TC coming up on the wood line. Same happened for Sabalero, the spot I mentioned earlier. And we have forward. Oh. Yeah, this is a shame. I think Haro, he just selected all of his archery ranges, so he's also producing CA forward. That's a shame. Yeah, I mean, the forward range never really paid off due to the fact that Sabalero went forward himself, right? Okay, but now Hans, they have a decent eco. I mean, it's just 2 villagers difference. The Iron Cavalry Archers, I wouldn't mind seeing a second or even a third range from Haro at home. Going for this gold. Sabalero is making a university, I think. Yeah, Sabalero is staying on crossbows. It kind of makes sense against CA. I honestly prefer having crossbows against CA than knights, because you still cannot force the fight, but for the CA to hit you, they have to come into your range first. So it's not like with knights when they can just hit and run. Here, if you hit, you're gonna hit. And with ballistics in, the crossbows should be able to deal with the CA. Then of course, CA for Hans are so cheap that it's not cost effective. Nice. Trying to convert, but he deletes the knights. And that gives Haro a military and a villager advantage. 1/3 of the idle TC time than his opponent. These crossbows are just going to keep being annoying, but we have a tower now on the gold. There's a TC protecting this wood line. So Haro should be fine. He has kind of dropped his farm's numbers and he still has no horse color. I mean, as I say that, Sabalero is missing horse color and double the tax, so it's still a better eco from Haro. Sabalero being clever, staying out of the range. Haro should have seen that. Immediately jumps into the tower. Stable, I'm guessing to get bloodlines and husbandry, but you need more farms for that. He should be able to just add more. He's going for university first, okay. Getting ballistics then. Just missing the wood. Okay, getting bloodlines. Yeah, sure. Against our, but against crossbows it makes sense. If this were knights, I would have preferred husbandry. But yeah, bloodlines make sense because you know you're going to get hit. So the forward crossbows from Sabalero died. Well, I don't think that's going to go up. No way, right? I mean, he's sending a lot of bills, but 21 bills, okay. But no, Haro should be seeing this. I mean, you see that amount of villagers and you just know. There's no way that goes up. Right? It does? Haro is not even trying to deny it? I think he could have done it, right? It's 10 crossbows against 14 CA. You also have 4 monks. Huh. I mean, Haro is still fine, right? This woodline got denied. But that's it. He still had in villagers. I mean, this TC is going to be useless, but sure, he's going to be making a new one over here. That's an awful spot, but with the sales, you take what you can take. I wouldn't mind seeing a TC here. Has he even scouted the... Yeah, he did, so... Yeah, he's trying to raid, but to be honest, there isn't that much to raid. If he gets here, that's a juicy spot. He's also being chased by the crossbows, so it's not going to be easy. He's now going into Elite Skirm. Sabalero has been so annoying with the crossbows in the back. "11 kills. But still, this is quite similar to what we saw in Feudal. Yes, Haro is under pressure, but his eco is looking kind of better than his opponent, despite the fact he has less vills, right? Yeah, look at this. He's going to add farms. He's going to be able to farm underneath this TC. He's going to be making a defensive castle, probably because he saw the Siege Workshop, yes. I mean, if this castle goes up, it kind of locks down the pressure from Sabalero, from this side. So Sabalero will have to go all the way around here, or here, to hit Haro. But Haro already has a tower here. He might make another one here, maybe, and here, and then he's fine. I would like to see walls. I don't know why neither player is walling. Haro raiding again. Just returning the favor. Second castle from Sabalero, but I mean, Haro, if he market abuses a bit, I think he can get to Imperial. I don't know what the price for... I mean, the price for wood is not that great at the moment, but yeah, there we go. Monks got a couple of conversions. I mean, sure, this castle is up, but Haro, he's going to be clicking Imperial, not in this TC. I mean, it's in this one, still fine. TC here from Sabalero. That's nice, because Haro will just keep running in this area, and he will not go to this island, so that's some safe eco. Haro going for this area as well, not making it EC, but that's fine. And I think Sabalero, he might not even be able to click Imperial by the time that Haro gets there. He's at eco now, that's nice. But this looks way healthier. I mean, it's not what I would call a healthy eco, right? Because look at these farms which were destroyed, but still it's better than this. Slightly better. But still no eco upgrades from Sabalero, whereas Haro, he's still missing Horse Collar, but he got Wheelbarrow, he got Bosso, so that's something. Okay, we have... Oh, now he's getting Horse Collar. Trap coming out. And from here, Haro can just invest his gold into traps. Keep going Skirmisher. And maybe... You have a decent full eco, right? So you might think about switching to Light Cav to just raid your opponent to that. Ooh, he found the island. He found the island. Okay, that was what? 5 build kills, maybe 6. Getting the cumbering now. Yeah. Yeah, and Sabalero calls the GG. Okay, so set ends with a 1-1. Love to see that. Sabalero's pressure was insane, but Haro's hold was even more insane, so congrats to both players. Yeah, look at the difference in eco. Haro had 13k more resources collected. Slightly slower to both ages. Well, except for Imperial. But more builds. And wait, oh wow, they both have high APM, okay. Okay, I want to go back real quick. See if I can find the moment. Yeah, okay, this is the moment the tower tries to go up. Yeah, see, there was this Vil coming home from the back. He blocks the... Yeah. He blocked the palisades. That was a good play from Haro. That was a good play. Alright, so that was our first set. Let's take a look. At our next set. So we have Kingofn00b5 against Lion. Now, due to the fact that Singularity was played in game 1, this was a set from round 2. As for our second map, we're going to have Neptune. And boy oh boy, I've casted 2 games on Neptune, and both have been amazing. So I'm very pumped for this one. As for civs, we have Slavs, Huns, Britons, Berbers, and Magyars as bans, as global bans. Those are very strong civs. Kingofn00b5, he banned Georgians, Malay, sniped Spanish. Whereas Lion, he banned Ethiopians and Franks. And he sniped Celts. Ooh. I'm sad to see that because I really want to see Celts being played. Actually, I should probably play them myself one of these days. Anyway, that leaves Kingofn00b5 with Bengalis, Dravidians, and Goths. Whereas Lion, he has Portuguese, Saracens, and Romans. So, very strong drafts from both players. I notice a lack of cavalry in Kingofn00b5's draft, but sure. These are all strong civs. Goths. I'm guessing we might be seeing them on Neptune, because I know Oladushik played them on Neptune. But I don't know what Kingofn00b5 has in mind. Okay, let me load up the games real quick. No tech, I don't know Kingofn00b5. I was actually talking about him with Lordek the other day. And neither of us knows him. And I tried looking on the Italian server, and apparently Kingofn00b5, he typed on the server about 2 times 2 years ago, and then never typed again. So, I don't know. I didn't even see him in the recent big Italian tournament we had. So, I honestly cannot tell you anything about the guy, because I just don't know him. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so we have Bengalis for Kingofn00b5 in the blue. And then we have Portuguese from Lion in the red. Okay, both civs, they can be good on hybrid maps, and we've seen players go for the fish. But we haven't seen that much water warfare, if you will, because this fish is safe unless you dock your opponent's spawn, but people generally haven't been doing that. But we'll see, we'll see. Now, both civs have potential for unique unit play. With the recent, I say recent, but I think it was, 4 months ago now, changed to the Rafa, they've become quite scary in Castle Age. They're basically a knight with extra armor, and they cost wood instead of food. They do require a castle, but yeah, that's an insane unit at the moment. Portuguese, they have the organ guns, which I doubt are going to be able to counter the Rata if we get there. But organ guns in general can be an amazing unit in itself. So I'm curious to see what the players were thinking here. Have 2 on wood. Okay, 2 on wood for Kingofn00b5 tells me he's not thinking about... Okay, he's sending another one. Okay, 5 on wood from Portuguese. Ooh, with a male build. Okay. Oh. That hurts. So I was thinking that 5 on wood from Portuguese might mean he's going for a dock, but maybe not. Because now it's 1. I mean, I know he has the villagers on berries, but I don't think this is a water build. And neither is it from Kingofn00b5. So 3 on wood tells me it might be an archer build. So yeah, both players ignoring water. That's weird. They haven't... I mean, Lion hasn't scouted it. Has Kingofn00b5? No. So neither player scouted the water, so... I don't know, maybe they didn't even know about the fish. Although you should know if you just looked up the map at least one time before the tournament. Ooh. Photoman denying the house. Might be able to get the veil kill. Hold on. Yep. So both players lost a veil. Lion to the boar. Kingofn00b5 to the Photoman. Okay, 6 veil in queue for Lion, so maybe... Maybe he is thinking fast castle. Hold on. Okay, Kingofn00b5 is going to get this fill out, get loom, and then go up to feudal. Okay, Lion is now going up to feudal, so he just unqueued the bills. 2 on wood, so I think... Yeah, 2 on wood, nobody on gold. This is going to be a scout build. I mean, I know Portuguese can do an FC by abusing the market with 20 veils, but he's not on gold, so neither on stone, so I doubt it's going to be some... I doubt it's going to be FC shenanigans from the Portuguese. Kingofn00b5 now going to gold. Still no barracks. I mean, he's probably waiting for the 60%. Let's just notice how nice Kingofn00b5's map is, right? Because this woodline is closed. So if you want like this and like this, maybe you drop your production buildings here. This is a nice base. You have your stone and your gold protected. Your woodline here. Your opponent is not going to be able to range. I mean, he could build a tower there, I think. Yeah, he should be able to build a tower there. And even if he does, you can just move to this. And if you walled like this, the archers are not going to be able to range you. So yeah, this is a cozy map for Kingofn00b5. Market blacksmith. Okay, so this... Yeah, this is a fast castle build. Okay. He's not on stone, so... It should not be ratas. Is it monks? Is it the monk seeds from the Bengali? Oh, now he's going to stone. But Lion will see that. Yeah. Yeah, Lion sees the villas on stone. That's a lot of villas. But scouts should be able to kill this. Kingofn00b5 didn't bother walling, so... I mean, yeah, you can fight off this number of scouts with Vils. They're going to be annoying, but... Yeah, and now you just wall. Can easily wall this if you want to. Okay, now this bill should go down. Yeah. Just go to the wood line. Ooh, if he went to the wood line, I think he kills. He probably kills 2 Vils. Okay, so now it's going to be defense with castle. Where does he drop it? Here? I mean, sure, it protects the gold and the woodlines. But I think you accomplish the same thing if you drop it here and then you wall like this. No? I don't know. Ooh. Yes. Let's go, Lion. And I think... yeah. Kingofn00b5 will not be able to see that. He's laughing, probably to do to the scouts going down. Lion adding fish. That's a nice move because he's now going to get pressured. I wanted cats on this map. What? I mean, don't get me wrong, Celts are an underrated hybrid civ, but why Celts specifically? Also, this wall was not finished. Lion is going to be in big trouble. The Ratas will get through here. He's kind of exposed. I mean, if he walls like this and like this, the woodland is safe, but yeah, too late. Also, there was a... Wait. Where did that Ratha come from? Yeah, there was a hole. This is painful. Yeah, you cannot fight this with Vils. 3 armor. That's too much. They have 1 more armor and 5 more HP than a knight. You do not fight that. No, don't fight it. Oh, by the way, they also have trample damage, so yeah. Tower is going to go down because he didn't wall it. I mean, the good news from Lion is that he has safe eco in water, so even if Ratas keep running underneath his TC and denying his farms, he's not going to be minding too much. But still. Should be able to click up to castle in a moment, and then once you get to castle you have cheaper monks, so those could be an option. They are a good answer to unique units. Yeah, you cannot even wall behind these guys because they just switch to range mode and deny your wall. I'm so mad about the changes to the Wrath, by the way. I loved the unit when Bengalis came out. Right, it was gimmicky, it wasn't that strong, and I will agree they needed some kind of buff because they were a little too weak. But then the devs just decided, oh, it's a quirky unit which can sometimes, which is situationally good, let's just make it overpowered by giving it some extra armor in Castle Age, and yeah. Yeah, I'm mad. Still, nice fishing eco from Lion. He's up to castle. He's just going to be dropping extra towers for protection. I mean, this one is going to go down. This one, I mean, it's going up, but honestly, if you're Kingofn00b5, you can just, yeah, use that on TC. You get the second armor for the Ratas. You just take down the tower like it's nothing. Yeah, I mean, if you're Lion, what do you do from here? You want to drop a monastery, but you do not have the resources for that. Sell food, buy wood, sure. And I mean, even if you get monks out now, there are 14 units, almost 15, on the field from your opponent. Even if you convert 2 of them, you're back to square one. Yeah. Granted, Lion could have dealt more damage in Feudal, but he just stopped scout production. I think he made 3 and then just gave up on them. Had he kept making scouts, he would have found some damage because Kingofn00b5 played this so openly. I know there were like 10 Dales on the stone, but if you get there with 6 scouts, you kill everything. And then on the wood line, he had like 3 Veils, you get there with 3 scouts, you kill everything. So there were windows for Lion to do damage. He had this hole, so he should have just walled better, but I mean, still, this unit, it's just too much at this point. This monk is going to go down. Yep. I'm sorry for being this. I'm sorry for not talking too much, but I mean, there isn't much to say, right? It's the current state of the meta of mid elos and low elos. Just this. Fast castle into a overpowered unit for that stage of the game. And honestly, it's not, the issue is not how easy it is to go into a fast castle nowadays, because fast castles on open maps like Arabia have been in the game for years. You go back to 2018, years like that. One common opening on Arabia with Mayans was going men at arms into plumes, right? Men at arms, fast castle into plumes. But then you have plumes on your hand, which are an amazing unit, but that not this suppressive, right? They cannot sit underneath TCs. And it was still men at arms into plumes, so you got there quite slower, if you will, and that gave your opponent more time. This kind of market abuse into a broken unit, it's too much, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but yeah. Okay, defensive castle for Lion. I mean, this is a good castle. It's going to secure the stone and some wood. Farms, we don't care that much because we got fish, which is idle at the moment. Does he not see? Oh, this is why you get town watch. I mean, 40 eco, 35 is idle, 25 now. And behind this, Kingofn00b5 has no eco. I mean, he could be adding TCs if he wanted to, but he's just not. Honestly, I don't think the eco bonuses are the problem, because, for example, for Bengalis, you look at the eco bonus, like you get the extra builds. It's basically the same as, I don't know, the Malay bonus or the Vikings bonus. It gives you the same value, build-wise. The problem with Bengalis is that they have a broken unique unit, and arguably some of the best monks in the game. And that's why you see fast castle from Bengalis and you do not see feudal play. Because if you play something like Malay, you get the same value from builds, but you still see feudal play. You do not see fast castle into Karambits, for example. I mean, I'm sure somebody tried it, but it's not as strong as this. 6? 2 village or 6? I mean, it really depends on the map. I think if you look at tournaments with multiple villas start, you have the ones on arena maps, and I mean, Fast Castle is the most common thing on arena maps. And Lion calls the GG. But I think back about tournaments where you have 6 villas start on Arabia, for example, and you do not see Fast Castle on those. So, I don't know. I will agree that there are some broken eco bonuses that the devs have been putting out in the past couple of years. Like the Roman bonus is broken, honestly. But it's not like old civilizations have bad eco bonuses. I mean, just think of the Britons, right? You have faster working shepherds, you have cheaper TCs, that combined with a extra range archers, right? That's insane. If a save that like that came out today, people would be saying, oh, that's a broken save, because on paper it is. Anyway, let's take a look at the statistics. Yeah, I mean, better army from Kingofn00b5, of course. Better eco. I mean, Lion added the fish, but when the rest of your eco is idle, there isn't much you can do. And yeah, that was game 1. Goes to Kingofn00b5. Let me load game 2 and see what they have in store for us. This is going to be on Neptune. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have Romans from Lion and Goths from Kingofn00b5. Okay, so this is an interesting one, because you look at the two civs in a vacuum and you might be thinking, oh well, the Romans, they just countered the Goths, right? Legionnaires kill everything the Goths make. Kind of. Because I would say for most of the game, Romans will have the upper hand, because they have a better eco bonus. They have, generally speaking, better options for their units. But if Goths can survive and go full hand cannon, bomber cannon, that kills the Romans, right? Still, you would need to get to that point of the game, which, depending on how Lion plays this, might be quite hard. Now, Lion went scouts in the previous game, so I wonder if that's what he's thinking. He was thinking for this one as well. what can we expect for Goths? Because you know you're going to be at a disadvantage, eco-wise. So do you go crazy like Oladushik did? He just went for forward barracks with the transport ship and just put so much pressure on his opponent that he killed him? Or do you maybe play more conservatively, try to survive to Imperial, get to those gunpowder units I mentioned, and take it from there? Ooh, Photon Man going forward. He delayed the Rhino, but that's fine. Oh, Lion, don't lose another will to the Rhino. Oh, thank God. Shoot. Okay, he's going to send a healthy will to get Rhino, getting Loom now. And he should be able to... Yeah. Okay, cool. Ah, he almost killed the Vil with the Photon Man. So neither player tried sailing through the middle. We've seen... who was it last time I casted this map? I know it was an wise guy. I don't know. Anyway, somebody tried sailing through the middle and just got surprised when his ship got attacked. Yeah, Blue is sailing, but as you can see, he went for the safe approach, right? He didn't go straight through the middle. So this tells me they at least took a look at the map. At least they loaded it up once. No, it wasn't Otter. It was a couple of 2K players. I forget. I think one of them was Oladushik, actually. Okay, there we go. Getting bombarded. But I don't remember who Oladushik was playing. Okay, Lion got 2 pigs from his opponent. And he's up to feudal. He made a barracks, so he's got 5 vills on gold. You know, it would be funny if after getting hit by the Bengali fast castle unique unit, Lion just went Roman fast castle into Scorpion spam as payback. But I don't think that's what he's thinking. Oh, you saw the militia, you need to wall this up. Ooh. We'll take the fight, yeah, that works as well. Third militia from Romans. Okay, he's going for men-at-arms. Kingofn00b5, yeah, he is as well. He's got 4. His opponent has got 3, so... And Romans, they get extra armor once they get their blacksmith upgrades. Oh, he's taking the fight before men-at-arms comes in. Oh, okay. Delete it. Oh. Yeah, and now King of Noobs gets Men at Arms. These vills will die. At least 2 of them, I would say. There's one. Ooh. That's the second. That's the third. Ooh, that hurts. And he's still making men at arms. I mean, no, you don't want. You do not want to do that. So this is what's tricky about Roman infantry, right? It's amazing, but you do not get supplies, so it is very costly, especially when compared to the Goths one. So you're on gold. The play here is to go for a single archery range. You know the barracks are forward, right? You go for defensive archery range and just take it from there. Got into the tower, probably to heal his men at arms. That's a clever play. But speaking of clever plays, King of Noobs is something that I personally like doing myself. So you go full men at arms and you add skirms behind, because the only thing countering your men at arms at the moment is going to be archers. So you make the skirmishers to counter the archers, and you just go crazy with the infantry. Okay, Lion going for a mining camp on the stone. So he might be thinking just tower defense behind this. King of Noobs, I think he's taking... no? It says he has 12 on food, but... oh. Okay, there they are. I thought he might be taking the forward fish, but no, he's taking it in the back of his base. That's nice. You got a market from Lion, okay. He bought wood to add farms, alright. But we still have no answer to the opponent's army. Defensive tower, okay, sure, that's something. I mean, look at that, 8 militia from 8 men at arms from Goths. No, just the ship getting attacked, okay. Attacking maliciously. Okay, the tower defense is going to do something. Because now the men at arms cannot sit underneath this tower because they get shot by the TC. The tower is going to protect the farms. I think we're going to see a third tower around here. And then the farms will be completely protected. Okay, there we go. Okay, finally archery range. But, I mean, Lion is 9 vills behind. He lost 5 vills. He's got 1 more minute of idle TC time. Now we have armor for the Man-at-Arms, and I mean, King of Noobs keeps making them. No, that tower does not go up. Okay, yeah, go back to the TC. That build goes down, sure. Yeah, you need to wall this tower. I mean, this Veils will go down to the Man-at-Arms if King of Noobs goes there. Ah, there was a tile. Oh. Oh, that's painful. 1 down. 2. Okay, could have been worse. This is such a strong pressure from King of Noobs. Tower went down. Just a quick reminder that Goth infantry does bonus damage against buildings. They have +1 attack against buildings per 8, starting in feudal. They do not get arson, but they basically get arson for free in Castle Age, and then they get 1 extra in Imperial compared to other civs. Yeah, King of Noobs has played this, I would say, perfectly. Nice eco behind this, despite pressure. 3rd barracks, and he's just going to keep spamming infantry behind this. I think we see the GG the moment we see Castle. Yeah. Yeah, Lion is too far behind. I mean, it's not over yet. He could make his way to Castle Age. He's got towers to protect, but let's say King of Noobs drops a Siege Workshop behind this, makes a couple of rams, just fills them with longswords. He's going to be able to clean the base before Lion can make it to Castle. So yeah. Yeah, well played to King of Noobs. Better army, more resources collected despite being against Romans, so that's something. Well, more Veils. And lower APM, okay. Lower APM. Now, what time is it? Okay, yeah, I should be able to do a 3rd series as well. So, let me show you that. And now we have MaxPower, another Italian player, who is actually from my same clan, against Metalmania, who is Argentinian, if I remember correctly. So the first game was played on Mars, meaning this was from round 4, and the second one was played on Singularity, which we just saw in this set. So we'll see what they have in store for us. Civs, we have Burgundians, Bohemians, Georgians, Franks, and Byzantines as global bans. Whereas we have Persians, Lithuanians, Espans from MaxPower, who then proceeded to snipe Koreans. And then Metalmania banned Japanese and Mongols and sniped Ethiopians. That leaves MaxPower with Berbers, Mayans and Italians, whereas Metalmania is going to have Malians, Vietnamese, and Armenians. Okay, so I like all civs. I think I prefer MaxPower's draft for Mars, because all of these 3 civs, they like going for their unique units, and you have tons of stone on Mars, so I'm guessing we might be seeing either Italians or Berbers. I don't think MaxPower is going to be playing Mayans on any map, and we'll be seeing Italians and Berbers. Now, I do not know which one on which map. I'm more prone to guess Berbers on Mars and then Italians on Singularity, simply due to the fact that I don't know, if I had a map where I know I'm going to be going unique unit, I'd rather have Camel Archer instead of Genoese. They're just an overall stronger unit. And as for Metalmania, I don't think we're going to be seeing Vietnamese. We'll see Armenians and Malians. I would say Malians for Singularity and Armenians for Mars. I don't know, I might be wrong. Let me load up the game and we'll see. Okay, well, I was wrong, so... Oh, wait, I'm not showing you the game. There we go. Okay, so we have Vietnamese from Metalmania. And then we have Italians for MaxPower, also known as Marklanders. Well, now that I think about it, Vietnamese actually makes sense. You're not really making use of the... I mean, you are still making use of the know where your opponent's TC is bonus, but you're on a map with a lot of stone, so people will probably go into unique unit. If you look at your opponent's draft, they had Italians, they had Berbers, and they had Mayans. Rattan Archers, they kill every single unit from each of those saves, so yeah, I like the Vietnamese play here. Italians, I mean, it's a hybrid map, you can make good use of them. He'll probably dock here and just take the fish. Oh, that's a weird water generation. Huh. Honestly, we could even see Vietnamese skip water altogether and just go full land pressure. I mean, if you do that, you're giving up on some eco, yes, but you will be up to feudal faster. Your opponent is most likely going to be playing into navy, so they will not have any military building to just defend from your attack. And you will be working with Vietnamese eco anyway, so that's still fine. You do need to do damage though, otherwise you just give up on too much extra eco to justify it. But no, it appears Metalmania is going to go for dock. Now, I know it seems like a waste, but I'd rather have the dock here and being unable to take the shore fish, but having more efficient fish, than having the dock here, being able to take the shore fish, but having inefficient fish. I mean, you could send your fishing ships to the shore fish first, sure. Still, I'm not a fan of it. Ooh, I missed this. Marklanders lost the photo man. Yeah, I know they have... You don't know where the fish is, but you know that if there's fish, there's also the island, right? And if there's the island, like, even if you do not see the island, you know the island is not going to be here or here, it's going to be in the middle. So if you drop a dock in the middle, you know you're not going to have fish right in front of you. So you see the curve of your coastline and you do not drop it in the middle, you drop it slightly shifted to the sides. Because you know that's where the fish is going to be. If there's fish, of course. Even if you do not have the islands, you still are more efficient like this and like this than like this. Oh well, would be different here, because there's fish in the middle. Okay, both players up. Similar times. Similar IDOTC, that's fine. Metalmania not yet on gold. Oh, he's going for a barracks. Ooh. Is he considering not fighting water and just going straight for scouts behind us? Could be. I mean, by the time your opponent's navy gets here to snipe your fish, it has already kind of paid off. Okay. Archery range. But we're not on gold. Yeah, and Marklander's going straight for a galley. Getting the wood upgrade. Vietnamese already have that in, but it only costs food for them. And Metalmania is just going to be walling up like crazy. He does not want his opponent to get into his base. Now making a fire, okay. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. Spearman? Skirmisher. I say it's interesting because I don't think I've ever seen going full trash with a water eco behind that. But it kind of makes sense, right? So if you go to gold now, you can use that gold to fight water. And then you're already on wood, so you're going to have lots of that. Your fishing ships will be pumping food into your eco, so you get that, and you just go full trash. I actually don't mind it. Granted, there are civs where with which you could do it better, like Byzantines, because then you get better fires, you have cheaper trash. But if I'm not mistaken, Byzantines were globally banned, so that's fine. You're still working with Vietnamese eco. Now you're going to be able to keep the fires at bay. Are this... yeah, the skirms will get in. They might not be able to kill vills, but they'll still be annoying. If there was fletching, maybe you can pick off a vill or two, but... yeah, that's... they just tickle the villager. Okay, Marklanders. Yeah, notice this. He's got fletching, so... and he's up to castle. That's nice. Metalmania is quite far away from castle. And I mean, if you're Marklanders, now you just drop a stable. There it is. And Knights should be able to clean all of this. I know there is spears on the field, but it's 2, right? So you make... I don't know, you make 3 knights, and you kill all of the skirmishers and all of the spears. And you lose nothing in the meantime. Yeah, just keeping it at bay with your own skirms for the moment. And you're good to go. You also see no water pressure from your opponent. I wouldn't be against dropping a second dock and adding some more fish, but I mean, I understand he's focusing on keeping the skirms at bay, so that's fine. He just cannot spare the... honest attack, I haven't asked him, but I wouldn't be too surprised if that was the case. Okay, so we have castle from Marklanders. He's not going into knights, he just made a couple of scouts. I mean, he snapped the spears with the galleys on the shoreline, so it makes sense. If there's no spears on the field, you can just make scouts to deal with the skirmishers. Now he sees more spears, he's adding the knights. That's great. Okay, his fish is getting bullied. This could hurt. He lost the galleys. Or... oh no, he went forward to kill the fish. Just... ooh, he cannot loop around. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a landlocked generation for the moons. So Marklanders is able to... he's going to be able to kill all of the skirmishers, but he lost all of his fish, basically. Or at least, well, half of his fish. He's going to be able to kill his opponent's fish, so, I mean, that's okay. And he's already on farms, so he's fine, he's fine. He was also up to castle faster, so his veil advantage will just grow bigger and bigger. He made a demolition ship, okay. third TC. I love how he is spreading the TCs, right? Just taking map control, taking your resources. Metalmania, he's walled up, but it's going to be harder for him to go out because there's knights. And he's going to keep fighting water. So he does not want his opponent to have a free fish boom. Marklander's adding a second dock. I love that. So once this TC goes up, Marklanders is going to be sitting on 5 economic buildings. Pumping out eco. Yeah, he's going to be able to take water. Completely. Well, not sneak TC, but second TC from Metalmania. He knew the knights were roaming this area, so he wisely chooses to go this side. Knights up here, they probably claimed the Gaia units which were guarding the mountain. And yeah, I mean, both players are just going to be booming away behind this. So, University from Metalmania, he already has 8 archers, going to be 10, getting crossbow. So I'm guessing he's thinking about pressuring his opponent. But Mark Landers is still making knights. He has 2 upgrades on them, no bloodlines. Still. But I mean, this number of knights should still be able to take the fight against this number of crossbows. Will he see them? He's going to try to get in. He will not see the second TC. He's going to get in. 1 build kill, maybe 2, yeah, 2. Do not engage. Crossbows will just sit in there. Runs to the coastline. That way, if the crossbows follow, they could get hit by the war galleys. Oh, I just noticed Metalmania didn't push his deer. Okay. Well, TCs on this map make sense because there is so much gold and so much stone spread out around the map, so you want to secure that. And just mining camps will not do. So it makes sense to make TCs on this map. We have a castle now from Marklanders. I doubt we're going to be seeing Genoese. They would not make sense against the Vietnamese. At least at this stage of the game. So Marklanders with very healthy eco is probably thinking about going up to Imp. Cheaper for Italians. And honestly, if you get to Imp, you get the Cavalier power spike. You kill everything that your opponent has at the moment. Okay, Metalmania with a castle of his own. If Ratans come out, it could be bad for the Italians. Yeah, relics are actually quite interesting on this map because you got only 2. And they're both on the little islands, so you need to make a transport, you need to get the one in front of your base, and then you need to sail to the back of your opponent's base to get that. So it would be doable for Marklanders, because he has water control. But I don't think Metalmania would be able to do that at the moment. He would have to drop... Oh. As I was saying that, he would have to drop a dock on the side. He's fishing, that's nice. It's just some extra eco he's going to have. But Marklanders is up to Imperial. Getting ballistics, not sure for what. And sure, Ratans are strong, but Castle Age Ratans will still die to Imperial Age Cavalry. And extra scouts is not getting light cav. I mean, Italians, they do get Hussar, and with this food eco, you might be able to afford it. But I would still prefer Cavalier. I mean, later on, Hussar is fine. This castle will keep the archers at bay. So yeah, Marklanders is safe for the time being. It's going to be up faster, it's going to have the power spike. Just go back with the wheels off. No, never mind, use the units then. Nice surround. Should be able to clean this. Not with the mob. I mean, he's going to be hitting from uphill. That's nice. I mean, he doesn't even care at this point. Yeah, look at that production. Well, maybe not underneath the castle fire. Okay. Traps coming out. If he sits here with a trap, he's going to be able to take down his opponent's castle, sorry. He just needs the gold to get Hussar. I think he will save up... He will probably get up to 4 traps and then save up the gold for a Hussar. Getting the last armor upgrade. Ooh, we have Condottieri from... I like that addition. He's probably going to keep the archers busy here in the middle with the traps and the cavalry, and then he'll just try to raid to the side with the Condottieri. I mean, if you mass something like 15 Condottieri here, just breaking through the palisade, you run through your opponent's eco, and I think that's the GG moment. Even getting Arson to get in faster and maybe kill some buildings. Very nicely played from Marklanders on this one. Probably saw the pikes, so he's already going into gunpowder, so we might be seeing a hand cannon switch. And yeah, you have Condottieri in your eco. out coming in from Metalmania, but I mean, the castle is down, so now Marklanders does not have to worry about the patterns. So if he switches to... yeah, to hand cannon and Condottieri should seal the deal. Yeah, GG from Metalmania. That was a great game from Marklanders. He didn't overinvest into cavalry. He just made some light cap. I think he wanted to go into Hussar, but the moment he noticed his opponent was already preparing for that. He just figured, well, I have a great Raiden Eco for a Limp. Let's just make a couple of barracks, make something like 20 Condottieri, and we just get into our opponent's base and we starve him with that. Nicely played. Yeah, more resources collected. Mostly food because, well, Marklanders had a better fish eco. I mean, not only he won water, he also made more fishing ships. Because in Feudal, he sent his galleys forward. And before confirming his opponent had navy, he added more fishing ships. Which can be risky, but still, worked out in the end. APM. Yeah, they were also similar in APM. Okay, so let me load up the second game. Which is going to be on Singularity. Okay, we have Malians. Oh, and once again I was wrong with the civs. I mean, I predicted Malians. I didn't predict Mayans. I'm honestly surprised he went Mayans here. Huh. Oh, it's been a pleasure, Tech. Don't even mention it. I just realized in the past couple of days that there were some games left from the first couple of rounds, so I'm trying to catch up to those. I mean, I know this set was played in round 4, but we had a round 1 and round 2 earlier, so. And luckily, from what I've seen, the racks do not break this time around, so it's going to be easier to catch up to earlier sets. So anyway, let's talk saves. So Malians, they're no-brainer, right? You have an hybrid map. I'm guessing we're going to be seeing a dog from Metalmania. He still hasn't scouted the water, but yeah, he's sending his 4th Vil, which is going to build this house. Okay, the fact that the veil is on that side of the house is telling me that he wants to go for this fish. Not this one. How much do we have here? 2800. Yeah, 2800. Okay. Is Marklanders going for that? I don't think he is. So, I remember casting Marklanders against Lordek on this map, and if I remember correctly, neither of them went for the fish in that game. So maybe he's just ignoring it. Yeah, he hasn't even bothered scouting the water. He just went forward. Metalmania docking here. Nice. That's going to be a nice little boost to his eco. Okay, we have feudalists from Marklanders. Second lumber camp. Still nothing on gold, so... Okay, now he's sending the veils to gold. There we go. So this is going to be archers for Marklanders. But, I mean, Metalmania's map is quite nice to wall, right? You can easily wall this, make a wall here, and like that, yeah. This would, maybe the archers by sitting there could be annoying, but I'm not too sure. There's the barracks from Marklanders. It's a little late. Yeah. He's not going to be able to make an archer range as soon as he gets to feudal. I mean, he's also missing the wood, but we'll get there by the time the barracks is up. But this gives more time to Metalmania to wall up, right? So if Metalmania is able to completely wall his base and capitalize on his fishing eco, he's ending a third fishing ship right now, he is going to be fine. Ooh. Ooh, a forward archery range. Okay. I mean, I think this is the third game today where we've seen a forward, right? We had the one from harooooo against Sabalero. We had the one by Kingofn00b5. And now we have this one by Marklanders. And honestly, I'm glad to see that. I'm happy to see how aggressive people have been in this tournament. That's the kind of energy I want to see. I don't want people to be just booming out without fighting. Metalmania is going... Yeah, he's just going to try and stay alive behind this. Do not let his opponent into his base. He's going to be able to wall his opponent out because there's no fletching yet on those archers. So these houses will go up. He is going to need to wall this because the archers will go around this way. But yeah, archer range, house, and this is walled. and he's fine. And he has 5 fishing ships behind this. Wait. Ooh. Ooh, that's a greedy play from Metalmania. But honestly, Yeah, I approve it. I know I just said I want to see people fighting, but this is ballsy. He's just going to his opponent's pond and taking it. He knows now there's no dock, so he knows his opponent. He's going to be behind Inico, which will give him more motivation to just play defensively and try outbooming his opponent. We're probably going to see, yeah, third dock here. Just do it. No? Okay. Yeah, this gets walled. There's also skirms behind this, so there we go, third dock. And I wouldn't be surprised if this will, after building the dock, just goes this way and builds one over here. I do not like this tower. Right, I'd rather see him deny the wood than the berries. I mean, a tower here would be amazing because you deny basically 2 wood lines. I know he doesn't know about this, right? He only knows about that one. Yeah. But then, if you tower this side, then your opponent just goes here, right? If you preemptively tower this, then you deny this and he cannot go here. And you force him to go to this area, or this one. I also do not like this tower. It's not needed at all, but sure. Marklanders, despite having no fish, his eco behind this is flying. He's running farms, he's abusing the market to go up faster. And he also sent vills to stone, so we might be seeing a castle drop with blooms behind this. Ooh, Metalmania taking the fight. But Marklanders is up to castle. And honestly, I know you want to go plumes, but the moment you see that amount of skirmishers, I think you switch to eagles, right? Yeah. Yeah, he is. You just add another barracks and you go double barracks eagles. You take map control with those and then you drop a castle on your opponent's face. Or maybe you go double range yourself, okay. Metalmania dropping a dock on this pond as well. He's up to 15 fishing ships. That's insane. Dropping a market, okay, he sent some builds to stone. Probably he wants the stone to build extra TCs the moment he gets up to Castle Age. And I mean, if he walls up properly, he might be able to survive this, because let's say Marklanders comes forward with the castle, he's going to drop it here, right? It's going to deny this area. Just drop TCs here and here. You got maybe a siege workshop to keep the opponent's units at bay. And then you got your fish to just keep you alive. Yeah, I agree. I think Mezzo is an interesting pick here. It's not... Mezzos are not the first, you know, the first civs which come to mind when you think of hybrid maps. Maybe Incas, because of the bonus on houses, right? So you save some wood, that works well with hybrid builds. I know Incas are sometimes picked on maps like Migration. Ooh, wait a moment. Triple stable. I like this. He's got the eco. He's got the eco to go triple stable cavalry if he wants to. And it's not going to be light cav, it's going to be knight. This could be amazing for Metalmania. But back to my point, yeah. Mezzos are interesting. You do not have an eco which is well suited for water play in general. But you have the eagle option, right? So you can focus your food eco to be completely on water. If you win that, you can wait. Well, which is not the case, but you can avoid farms and still be able to produce eagles and villagers. So yeah, an interesting choice. They're also very aggressive. I mean, Aztecs, Mayans, and Incas can be played very aggressively due to the bonuses. And that can catch your opponent by surprise if he's going to be playing water and as such have no land military. And that is what we're seeing with Mark Landers, right? He just went archers, he's got now a castle up. And Metalmania... Oh, I think he's just going to ignore the castle and go raid. Please tell me that's what he's thinking. Yes. He says, screw your castle. You can take my 3 farms. I'm just going to get wall behind this. And I'm going to pay you a visit at home and just kill you. And Mark Landers knows this is coming. He's trying to wall up. He's going to be able to get these walls up, but I don't think he's going to get this up in time. That's a hole. Yep. Ooh. That hurts. And going back to what we said in game 1, this is the issue with going for forward buildings. Sure, you got the pressure on your opponent's base, but if something comes to your base, you're in a bad spot. And honestly, Metalmania has such a good eco that he could even consider taking down the castle with knights. Right, he's got the second armor. He's got 15 on field. I know... I mean, 3 of them are forward. He's got 12 in his base. If he gets to, I don't know, 25 knights, he can take down the castle. No problem. Another TC. I mean, 28 fishing ships. I mean, that's insane. Granted, they're going to become inefficient quite soon. Especially these ones. These are already a little bit inefficient. These are still fine. Yeah, and he's correctly switching to farms now. Knights will just murder the plumes. Siege Workshop, he might be thinking of rams. He should be thinking about expanding to the hybrid terrain because he's going to be running out of gold in his base. I mean, he still has this, but it's not safe. So he should be... yeah, there it is. Great map awareness from Metalmania. you can tell... I mean, this was played in round 4, so you can tell he learned a lot from round 2, when Singularity was the map for game 1. Either that or he practiced a lot, because controlling all of the pawns, switching to the outside when needed at the right time. This was great. And yeah, he's making ramps. Mark Landers, did you see the Siege Workshop? Ooh, this is clever. So Mark Landers doesn't know about the Siege Workshop, but he knows his castle is vulnerable to ramps, so he's just going to make a single mangonel. Maybe sit behind the castle. Oh, okay, no, he's going to take down TCs. Never mind. That's risky. You know there is knights on the field. So leaving a mangonel here guarded is... just asking for it to be sniped. I mean... could do that easily. Yeah, but Metalmania keeps raiding his opponent. 13 kills on these 5 knights. They're now going to go down to the crossbows, but... I mean... we almost have double the eco for Metalmania. More army for Mark Landers, but... it's mostly plumes and crossbows against knights with full armor for Castle Age. Yeah, look at this. Controlling the outside to prevent his opponent to from expanding. That's good. Says, I love this guy. He's my kind of guy. And in fish traps? Great. Okay, now there's going to be Thambering, but still, these crossbows and these plumes cannot find any proper kills because there's TCs, there is knights. Knights again in Mark Landers' eco. Honestly, if you're Mark Landers at this point, you might even consider switching to Light Cav instead of staying on Knight. You've got a crazy food eco, so you switch to Light Cav, you keep adding farms, you get up to 60 vills. By the time you get there, you're probably going to have enough gold to go up to him, and then you just take it from there. You get to him, you get Cavalier, your opponent is dead. Defensive castle will not get denied. Yeah, it won't. Do we have Husbandry? We do. Ooh, actually. Hold the phone. Okay, no, never mind. He might be going straight for the wood line. Yep, there's a hole in that wood line. Ooh, Mark Landers spots it. No, Metalmania. Run away. You do not deny that. Ooh, that's a waste. He might find some... yeah, he'll find some kills on the wood line. So, not completely a waste. he is behind in eco text, but yeah, that's fine. And he just market abused to go up to castle. He's missing the building though. Yep. And now that he's up to Imperial, I'm guessing he will switch to stone. Why does he have so little stone? Did he sell it? No. No, he did not. Okay, now he's going to stone, so he might be able to build a castle on his way to Imp. If he gets to Imperial with the castle in his base, he can just trap down this. Take back map control. I mean, there's just woods in this area, so it's not that worth, but he will take some pressure off his back. Still raiding. He's playing this so good. He got all of the pawns. He knows he's been pressured, but he knows he has got mobility, so he's just going to be as annoying as possible in his opponent's eco. He has double eco numbers now. Granted, 28 of those are fishing ships, but another TC. Oh, it got denied. Okay. Yeah, that's the 7th. That's where the castle is going to go up. Does he buy it? I mean, you're missing 100, just buy it at this point. Ooh, Mark Landers is going to be up to Imperial himself, so this is not over yet. But he lost so many builds. And he will try go into Halberdier. I mean, sure. But Malians, they do get hand cannon. Yeah, they do. So I think if Malians go hand cannon, Farimba Lightcap behind this, I don't think Mayans will have an answer to that. Ooh, this is such a nice find. Yeah, more than double eco now. Cavalier coming in mid-fight, so everything will die here for Mark Landers. And Metalmania still at the bottom, man. And he's helping. Traps coming out, so this castle is going to go down. I mean, by the time Mark Landers gets the tribe out, or even queues it, Metalmania will have his second already out, so... Yeah, because Mark Landers is out of gold, because he just couldn't go to the outside. I mean, he's got these 3 bills, but they will eventually be found. And yeah, this is too much, and Mark Landers calls the GG. Very nicely played from Metalmania. That was such a strong showing. Way more food collected. And I'm willing to bet that was due to the fishing ships. He was lower to the various uptimes, except for Imp. But that's because he was playing more of the economic game. Or, well, the economy-oriented game. But yeah, 28 fishing ships. Never got contested. I actually did Mark Landers even know? Yeah, Mark Landers didn't even know about the fish. So the game most likely ended. He just looked at the corners and he just realized, oh, he had a sick boom there. So yeah, those were the 3 sets for today. I think I will be ending the stream here. Thanks to anyone who joined. I hope you liked the casting. And I will end the stream now. And I will be seeing you. Oh, right, it's that now. Okay. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Wait, is that his full Twitch name? Because I do not want to be sending people to a random account.